Hey Tribe, it's Steph giving you a nice warming yoga flow to engage through the core as well as the shoulders and the back body. So we're going to start in a tabletop position. Just start by walking your hands out a little bit wider, swaying through the spine, maybe just side to side. Just starting to kind of rinse out the body, the joints as we gently warm up. Taking some deep breaths here. And then I'm going to have you walk your hands out in front of the shoulders a little bit. And then maybe taking the knees hips width or wider and find some hip circles all the way around. Inhaling and exhaling, making these circles as big or small as you'd like. And then circling the opposite direction. We're also starting to stretch through the back, through the shoulders, warming them up. And then from here, we're going to sit back, sending our hips back towards the ceiling, towards the back of our mat. Reach the arms out, and we're going to do this wave forward into a plank on our knees. So inhale, and as we exhale, drawing in and up through the core, lift through the shoulders, so you're rounding through the back, and then finding a plank on your knees, draw the shoulders back and continue to engage. So we're now in a plank on our knees. We might need to take our hands a little bit wider. And we're going to do that a couple more times. Sitting back into that half dog. Inhale. Exhale, waving the spine forward. Drawing the shoulders back. Notice I'm strong and engaged here, so I'm not dumping into my shoulders or my hips. Everything is engaged. Inhale, exhale, wave forward. Last time here, we're going to hold that plank on our knees, and then we're going to slowly lower down. So notice my hands are wider. I'm basically lowering down through a push-up, but we're going to bring it all the way to the ground. So lowering all the way down. Notice everything moves together, so I'm not dumping into either. Everything moves as one. And then I find my way to the ground. From here, take the hands out wide, maybe off the mat. Come up onto your finger pads so that you're actually engaging through the fingers and the forearms coming up through the shoulders. Inhale, and as you exhale, draw in and up and find that cobra wave, lifting through the abdominals and the front spine. Exhale, lower down. Inhale and exhale, lift. Inhaling at the top, exhale, lower down. So connect to whatever breath feels right for you, but making sure to engage through the core as we move through this, only lifting as high as you need to. So making sure we're not dumping into the low back, and then slowly draw the hands back in. So when we move through our push-up or our chaturanga, down and come back up, what I want you to think about is if you had to push yourself up from the ground, what is the strongest position for your hands? So if you were gonna just, without thinking about it, have to press yourself back up, where were your hands going to be? Find that position and press yourself back up to plank. And then sit back into that half dog, reaching through the arms. We're going to do that again. Inhale, reach. Exhale, wave the spine forward. Finding a plank on your knees. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, this time, slow lower about halfway down, bending the elbows. And exhale, back up. So you're just doing a regular push-up, nice and slow. Inhale. Exhale. Two more. Inhale. Exhale. One more. Exhale. This time all the way down to the ground. And release. From here, I want you to stay on the ground. Feet grounded. Reach the arms overhead. Looking down so your neck is neutral. Inhale, and as you exhale, pull the elbows in towards your ribs. You're squeezing between the shoulder blades. Warming up through the back and shoulder muscles. Inhale, exhale. Do two more here. Last one, hold in, and then bring the hands down and exhale, press back to that plank, keeping the core strong. From here, sit back into that resting pose, whatever's comfortable for you, and then walk it back to table. So you should start to feel your chest and back muscles warming up. From here, we're going to inhale, send the right leg back. Noticing the hips stay level, so I'm not opening up to one side. Exhale, soften the elbows and hug the right knee, stepping the right foot towards your right hand. So you're now in this low lunge position. We're going to continue to warm the shoulders. Bring the left hand under your shoulder and rotate towards your front knee. From here, circle that arm down and around, sitting back into the hips, and then exhale, moving forward. So just finding that flow with your own breath. Starting to warm up through the shoulder, through the hamstrings. Do one more. And then holding that low lunge rotation, reaching up, maybe reaching overhead, maybe finding your hand to your hip or leaning to the outside of that front foot. Inhale, reaching back forward. Exhale, bringing it down back to center. Finding just a little rock here, forward and back. And then sending it back to table. From here, you can either stay in that tabletop, sitting back through the hips, waving the spine forward into that plank on your knees, or we're gonna move through that full wave from down dog. So tucking the toes, find your down dog, keeping that neutral neck and spine. Inhale, bend both knees and elbows. Exhale, lift the hips. Keep lifting as you wave the spine forward to high plank. Notice I'm wiggling the toes back. So now I'm in a high plank. I'm engaging through the core. I'm pressing away through the hands. My hands are as wide as my mat or a little wider. Lower the knees. Inhale, and again, find that slow lower down. The slower you go, the harder it is. Inhale at the bottom. Exhale, press back to plank on your knees. And then tucking the toes, either finding that table or sending it back to down dog. Inhale, bend both knees and walk your hands back to your feet. Finding a forward fold at the back end of your mat. Shake out your head and neck. Shake out your shoulders, maybe walking your hands, rocking your elbows. Bend your knees. Shake out your head, your neck. Inhale, bend down through the knees. Let the arms hang as you slow roll up through the center. Drawing all the way in and up. Inhale, reaching at the top. Exhale, bend and fold back down. Let's do it again. Inhale, ground down. Exhale, rolling all the way up. Inhale, reach. Exhale, bend and fold. One more time, grounding down, rolling up. Inhale, reaching the arms. This time, take that left arm over to the right. And right arm to the left. So just reaching side to side. Inhale, back to center. Take the arms back behind you. Clasp the hands. And just kind of shake out the shoulders. I just love this one. Feels good. My back. Getting in between the shoulder blades. Hold a lot of tension there. And then releasing. Inhale, reach the arms up. Exhale, bend and fold down. Inhale, find your half forward fold, hands to shins, draw the shoulders back, lengthen. And as you exhale, walk back out to table. So down dog and then lower the knees. Inhale, send the left leg back. Exhale, hug it in, step it towards that front foot. And then taking that bottom hand underneath your shoulder, rotate the top arm towards the front foot. Finding that low lunge rotation and then moving through it. Circle sweeping down and around. Inhale and exhale. Creating that circle, sending the hips back. Do one more. And then choose where you want that top hand to go. Maybe it's just up. Maybe it's overhead. Maybe it's bringing the hand to your hip or your low back. Maybe leaning to the outside of that front foot. Breathe. Inhale, reach. Exhale, bring the hand back down. Just finding a little rock here, forward and back. And then sending it back to table. Let's take the hands wide, either from that half dog, waving forward to plank on your knees, or from down dog. Tuck the toes, lift. Inhale, soften the knees and elbows. Exhale, lift the hips, waving forward to high plank. Wiggle out the toes. Hold your plank, drawing the shoulders back. Lower the knees. This time, inhale down about an inch and exhale back up. Little baby push-ups. Inhale, exhale. Keep it going for 4, 3, 2, 1. This time, lower down about halfway and back up. So you're finding a little deeper push-up. Take your hands wider if you need to. Do as many as you can here. And then lower all the way down as slow as you can possibly go to your belly. Take your arms all the way out. Rest your head to one side. If you want, you can bend your knees and rock your hips. Just finding a release through the low back. Close your eyes if you want. Just relaxing into the mat. And then taking your gaze over to the other side. You can keep the legs moving or release. Stay here as long as you'd like. You can take a full Shavasana here if you want. Otherwise, bring the hands in. Exhale, press back to plank, and walk it back to table. And that is your plank flow.